What's up everyone, Tina here, and in this video I'm going to give you an overview of the Conversations tab. The Conversations section on the platform is one of the most important ones because, like we all know, the money is in the conversations, and if you send emails, SMS, WhatsApp messages, you can all navigate it through the Conversations tab. Another really amazing thing about this is you can streamline all your conversations from all the platforms out there: Facebook pages, Instagram, SMS, like I said, WhatsApp, emails, even Google My Business. You can streamline all of these conversations into one specific tab, so you can be sure to never miss out on replying to any conversation. So in your account, you want to hover over to Conversations on the left, and this screen will show up. As you can see, the system pre-selects conversations at the top right here. Now on the left-hand side, you can see all the people listed which this account is in conversation with. Let's start at the top menu here. You can click on Unread, and it will show you all the conversations which have not been read just yet. If you click on Recents, it will list all the conversations which you had a conversation with recently. If you click on Start, you can see all the start conversations. Now, what does that mean? Let's go to recent, for example, and let's say I really want to keep an eye on this particular prospect because also she has an engagement score of 231, which is really high. I just select that prospect here. Then this little drop-down menu pops up. I'll click on it and I can select Start. Now you can see this prospect has been moved to the top, and you can see this little star icon showing up here. Now, whenever you decide it's not relevant anymore, you can also deselect and unstar them by simply either doing the same thing, ticking the little box here, and then clicking Unstart, or you can click the Unstart button right here. Real quick, back to the engagement score. This will really help you to see which type of prospect is really active inside of your emails or your SMS, which prospect will, for example, watch your videos or opt into your freebies. You can set this up under Settings, then select Manage Scoring, and here you can add new rules. For example, this account has set up if a contact reply contains phrase me, then the system adds 3 points to this customer's engagement score. Now back to the contact, you can see 231 is not bad. This person is really engaged. You can also filter those contacts based on engagement score. If you click that drop down here, you can see the latest people who have engaged, you see the oldest, you can see the latest manual message you've sent, you can see the oldest manual message you've sent, and you can see the engagement score from high to low. Furthermore, we have a filter right here where you can dictate, again, different filters. Right now we have enabled the engagement score, right? Then is this particular prospect assigned to my chat, assigned to my staff, or is it maybe still unassigned? Then we can select between inbound and outbound. Did they send a message and we haven't replied, or did we send a message and they have not replied? Then we can select the last outbound message type. Did we send it manually or was it automated via workflow, for example? And we can also select the last channel. Let's say somebody contacted us through our website, then we can select live chat and hit apply. And then it would filter according to those settings. If you wanted to get rid of those filters, click the filter again and click clear filters. If you wanted to create a new message real quick, you can also click the create new message button right here. Select the contact, select our demo contact right now, hit continue, and now it pulls up this particular prospect, and you can again click down here in the field of SMS, WhatsApp, or email. Now in the middle here, you can see all the back and forth communication between us and the customer. You can see emails going out from our side or which we have received from their side. You can see SMS sent or received, and you can also see WhatsApp message going in and out. This is, by the way, my favorite new feature right after the engagement score because WhatsApp has a really high open rate, and if you integrate WhatsApp into your marketing, you will see your revenue increase. Now let's say I wanted to chat with this particular prospect outside of our typical workflow, and I wanted to send an SMS. I just click on SMS right here, and I would type my message. Hello there. Then down here, I could attach a file. If I wanted to attach a Word document or an image, I could upload this right here. I could insert an emoji. I could also insert a template, Snippets, which you can create up here at the top. I will explain that in a minute. Let's just clear this message by clicking on the clear button right here and pull a template. Click on template, click on the drop-down menu, and select email not sending. Click on use template, and here you can see the SMS template which says, hey, we tried to send an email but it didn't go through. Can you please share your best email with us, right? This is how you can keep your list clean as well. If you wanted to send it, you just hit the send button right now. If you wanted to schedule it, you can click the schedule button right here. You can select the date, the time, and the time zone, and then send schedule, and then the SMS will go out in that particular date and time. Let's click WhatsApp. Now for the WhatsApp messages, I can't just send any message what I like right now because our 72-hour window has already closed, which means if the customer contacts us through WhatsApp, we can reply and say anything we want within a 72-hour window. Once that 72-hour window passes, we have to select a template, which we also have set up prior under settings, WhatsApp, and then you can create a template there. You have to submit this to Meta before, and they will approve or decline it. If they've approved it, I can now select a template from WhatsApp to send out. Let's say the case study here, you use template, and now we're going to send out this message to this particular person. Here you can see the headline, and you can see the body, and you can see the sign off. Again, you can set all of this in settings, WhatsApp, and then create template. Let's clear this out. Let's move over to email. Now here you can see your typical email builder. It pulled the email address from the prospect. Here you can add your subject line, and here you can type a message. Scrolling further down, you have formatting options. Let's mark message, for example. Click on formatting options, and you can see this menu popping up where you can select between bold, underline, italic. You can select different fonts. You can select the size. You can maybe add a paragraph, and maybe add another headline or even change the text color. Down here, you can change the background color. You can insert different types of lists. You can align the text. And if you click on the 3 dots right here, it will even allow you to have more access to more formatting options. Then similar to the text messages, we can attach a file. We can add a link. We can add an image. We can add some emojis. We can again insert a text snippet. And also we can request payments. I've actually been using this feature a lot lately. This means without needing to set up a funnel or anything like that, you can just quick and easy request a fast payment. You just click on request payment, type the name of the item, you type the price, you dictate when the invoice is due, click on additional options, make sure it's set to live, click copy link and mark as set. Now here you can see here's the payment link. To complete your payment, click here. Furthermore, if you click on the plus button right here, you can insert custom values. For example, if you wanted to pull their name, you can click on contact and then first name, or if you wanted to add a company name, or if you wanted to add a full address or whatever else you want to pull, you can do that here. Moving over to the top right here, there's a few little icons. The first one is archive. You can archive a particular conversation so it disappears from your left-hand side menu. Then you can star it as we already discussed. Then we can mark it as unread if you wanted to go back to it, if you wanted to remember, okay, I need to reply to this person, for example. Or if you simply wanted to delete it, you just click the bin icon. We also have filters right here. Click the filters icon. And here you can filter inside of this particular user's thread between conversations and activity. Let's say we wanted to see all the SMS, we would select SMS. Let's see, we wanted to see all the WhatsApp messages, we would just select WhatsApp messages. If we wanted to see all the activities, we can select appointments. If I wanted to see if they have booked an appointment before or if they have made any payments in the past, to just really get an overview of who I'm dealing with here. Also down here, you can now see a new invoice has been sent of 250, what I just showed you with the little text to pay button, right? This is an activity card. This activity card shows up if you do appointments, if you do invoices, if the contact is set to D&D, or if you unselected D&D. D&D stands for do not disturb. Or if the particular user has been added to a particular stage within opportunities, then you will see this little activity card showing up as well. Now, moving on to the right-hand side of the screen, you can here see the name at the top. If you click on that little icon here, it will open their contact details card. And here you go. You have a lot more access to all of their data through the contact tab. For example, what pages they visited, if there's any tasks assigned to them, if you have any notes from them, if they booked appointments, if they have any documents sent or received, or if there's any payments made. Also on the left, you have a lot more access to a lot more data. For example, if they filled out some custom forms, their full address where they live, for example, what kind of offers they've already signed up with, and many more things. Further down, you can also edit the engagement score manually by clicking on the little pencil icon right here. You can add or remove points. You can also add or remove tags. If they're interested in working with you, you can add a tag, hey, interested in working with me, or you select one which you already created before. Under active automations, you can see in what kind of workflows they are enrolled. And under D&D, you can see if D&D is turned on and off and for which particular channels. D&D again stands for do not disturb, means unsubscribe in the internet language. So if they say, hey, please remove me from your list because they couldn't find the unsubscribe button or whatever, you can just select a D&D all or just D&D emails section here. If they just say, hey, please don't send me any text message anymore, you can check mark this box. And the same goes for WhatsApp and calls and voicemails. And also you can D&D incoming calls because inbound calls from this number will be directly blocked, whereas inbound SMS will be blocked at system level, so charges will occur. Moving back to the top, you have the little phone icon. You can call this customer immediately from here. Or if you click on the email button, you can send an email directly from this button as well. Furthermore, on the right-hand side, so first we're in the Contacts tab, which we have selected right now. You can click on the next one, which is Appointments. You can see which appointments this person had in the past or which are upcoming. Then you can click on Opportunities. You can see in what kind of opportunity pipelines this person is active in. Then you can click on Tasks to see what kind of tasks have been assigned to you or your team member with this particular prospect. Maybe they opted into a freebie and you want to call them up, or maybe they downloaded some video, they watched some webinar, but they haven't purchased. You can call them up and say, hey, what's up? Ask them a few questions and close the sale from there. And under notes, you can also add a few notes. I always like to do that when I'm on sales calls. And every time I speak to the people on the phone or on Facebook or on LinkedIn, whatever, I add notes so that I remember next time I'm interacting with this person what was important to remember and what wasn't, for example. Now, further up at the top here, we have manual actions. This is if you want to send manual emails or SMS, for example. Cruising over to template snippets, I've already showed you. I've pulled a template before. So if you wanted to create a new template, you just click the drop-down menu here and add a text template. This means SMS. Or add an email template, okay? This comes in really handy if you need to repeat the same sentences over and over again. And then we have TriggerLinks, which comes in really handy as well. If you wanted to insert TriggerLinks into SMS or maybe an email workflow, let's say you have two different campaigns going. One is for beginners and one is for more advanced people. Then you want to give the advanced people the opportunity to unsubscribe from the beginner newsletter because you don't want to lose the lead if they're still interested in the content you can send out in the advanced newsletter, for example. So here you would just click add link, you would give it a name. Another use case here would actually be if you send out an SMS or an email and you say, hey, click here to watch this video. You don't want to send them to another opt-in page, right? If they already subscribed to your email newsletter. You just want them to click on this link, and this link will then be tracked and say, hey, Tina clicked on this link and she watched this video. Enter the link and hit save. And then the link will show up here. And now, obviously, from here, you want to go over to automation and workflows on the left and set up an actual workflow that will track and trigger all of these actions. Now, that's it already. That's the overview of conversations. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.